red raspberry seed powder. Okay, just get that in the mind, okay? Now, normally in the standard labeling, the number one item, number two, number three are 70% of the pouch. Okay, so that is raspberry seed powder, grape seed powder. Okay, second one is grape seed powder. Okay, D-ribose. Now, grapeseed powder and D-ribose, they are in the soul. Okay, then that 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth thing is called the black cumin seed oil. Okay, and then the last one is transflorator. That's not important really. So this is red raspberry seed powder. Now, not seed. Okay, so this has, you can say there's no raspberry seed oil in it. Okay, just remember, it got the seed powder. And the reason why, because I was in the internet looking, and mainly, I tell you what, when you say red, it looks almost at the pouch. When you look at the pouch, it looks almost same like the soul, but it say red, okay? Now, you can say it's similar, but it's a different product. It's a different product. And I mean, I took some back in last year when I was back in USA. Then just recently, some of the people in Hong Kong been taking it, and last week we had a kind of like a competition. People want to use it to lose weight, okay? And that was amazing result. And the lady gave the testimony, but we had to document the whole thing. Now, this product has only 1 year shelf life. Okay, so don't get alarmed when you get it. Say, oh, it's expiring in January. Well, why so short? Please, no preservative. No preservative at all. I think that our company is very cautious. I remember when the cord came out a few years ago, it was just 1 year too. Okay? And then now after so many years, they tested, they monitor, follow up on the so-called launching of the product. It seems like 16 months is okay. Now, anytime when you tell people this, a lot of people won't understand. They say, no preservative. Okay, no, we don't have it. Okay, so most of the liquids out there, they either add sodium benzoate or sodium sorbate. Those are preservatives. And I remember 10 years ago, I make a big deal on it. I said, no, I'd rather you don't put anything. I'd rather have a shorter shelf life. So, okay, please understand that. So you understand, that's why they pack it in 15 sachets. Only 15 sachets. You know, you really, if you look at it, this is kind of like 2 packets equal to 2 soul. But again, it's not the same. Soul and this, they're not the same. Okay? All right? Because the soul has the whole seed, black cumin seed. Okay? That we put the oil out and then we grind the seed, the husk, and then put it back together. So this one, no black cumin seed, okay, has oil. But the key ingredient is called red raspberry seed. Now, you look at this slide. This is pretty amazing because about 20 years ago, and you know how it looks like? You see them in supermarket. This little red raspberry. You see them in supermarket. They sell them. Very popular, right next to the blueberries. And 20 years ago, I used to buy them to eat. And the only thing why I do that, because there are a lot of studies 20 years ago already talking about this little red raspberry, very good for female hormone. Very good for female hormone. especially, you know, so-called cervical infections, vaginas, very good. And I used to suffer bladder infection, all kinds of that stuff. So I used to chew on this thing. Now, it's hard to eat it because the seeds are big, and you really have to chew hard, you know, because the seeds are all buried in there. So you have to kind of, it's not just meat like blueberry, you know. This is hard. So pretty soon I stopped eating it. It's just pretty annoying, you know what I'm saying? So now rain, I guess now these are the recent studies. I was in the internet looking. In fact, red raspberry has the highest amount of this, one of the phytochemical called elastogenic. Is highest. It's one of the phytochemicals that is very powerful. Okay, it literally in internet say it can slow down or even inhibit cancer cells growing, such as colon cancer, lung cancer, and I remember 2 years ago when my friend suffered terminal lung cancer in Canada. She was having radiation, and the doctor told her, you should eat a lot of berries. You should go buy a lot of berries to eat. And she told me, and she asked me, because I sent her rain soul and red. I gave it to her in Canada. She said, this product has it? I said, sure, this is all red raspberries. So she's been taking it, you know, during her radiation. Is really good, very effective. It was terminal, now she's recovered 70%. Been 2 years now. So you can read this. They test, okay? Like they compare pomegranate, they compare cranberry seed, quite a bit fruit. This particular red raspberry has the highest concentrated, you see, concentrated higher aggregation of active allergens. Okay, and then here you see the seeds. The one I point the arrow, this is where the seeds are. And these are different brands, okay? So you can see that it has about 8.1 of these active so-called phytochemicals, okay? Now you look over the pulp, okay? If they just kind of like take the meat of the fruit pulp, you can see this only has about average, you know, average 2 point something, okay? Average 2 point something as compared to the seed powder. And then if you take the whole seed, say they use a cup, they use 1 cup of seed, 1 cup of the pulp, and 1 cup of the whole fruit. And that is a little higher. It has some few seeds in there. I mean, I didn't like that chewing up the seed. You know, back then I didn't realize the seeds are so powerful. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped eating it. Well, you can see, why rain chews the seeds instead of the whole thing. Okay? Rain wants to put the most concentrated antioxidant. This particular phytochemical has the highest antioxidant value. That's what internet said with the science report. PubMed, they say can even slow down cancer. And maybe that's why it's confirmed by the Boomswick lab that it has 80% anti-inflammation. So right here, they said, that's why they said depending where they grow from. Okay, Washington State is up the west, the northern part near Vancouver. I think it's cooler weather. So this is it. They grow because this particular brand, the big farms up there, okay, you know, in that area, Washington State, the west coast, north of California, next to Vancouver, not too far. Over 70%. See, because they want to use the highest you know, they want to go to that farm, get the highest quality. So that's what it is. They confirmed that. And then in conclusion, that's what it is. They say just 1 gram of the seed powder, okay, consume 2 a day. Just consume 2 times a day will provide you 40 milligrams of this highly antioxidant chemical. Is equal to the quantity of 1 cup of fresh raspberry fruit. So Rain, they formulate the product with a purpose. They select the best grain to make the product. So it's not a whole seed, it's just powder. I guess the oil probably not so much, you know, probably it's a dry seed. So, you know, so they just grind the whole thing. That's it. Now, this is very interesting when I was following up, even though I know this thing, this raspberry, but I never pay attention. So that's when the red came in, I said, oh, okay, red raspberry. So I just kind of like, oh, okay. So I never looked into it until Julia asked me, hey, why don't you go speak about it? I said, sure. Because so when we consume, there's this internal chemical process. We're cold press. So you just remember that, huh? When we take this so red, it's like taking the fresh raspberry seed. So what the internet was describing, I was reading, when we consume these high antioxidant chemicals, once it get into our intestine, it will create lactic acid. It's created internally by our body. And I tell you right now, it's probably with the assistance of the probiotics that are live in our intestine. That's what I can tell you. I mean, recently I've been focusing on probiotics. It does, we have 75 trillions of probiotics in our body. 94% of them perform chemicals, reactions, chemical changes. The food that we eat. So this particular antioxidant chemical will go into the intestine. It will turn into lactic acid. Now, this is the acid that is performing the anti-cancer, slowing down the inflammation. This is the big thing. See right here, you see? Lactic acid is also effective in treating wrinkles and inflammation. No wonder Brunswick lab came back from our Soul Red testing, 80% inflammation, 80% on anti-aging. Now, this is very interesting. And this is a study was done in 2010. Okay, so just 10 years ago. And anyway, did these studies. I mean, I was reading, and you can read it here too. These scientists take the mice, scrape clean the hair, so the mice skin is exposed to the ultraviolet light, and then you know when you, I mean, you have the little mice is very young, they only have a short life, so when you put the UV light, it's like it could be burning that little skin, you know, on the mice. But amazing, they said after they exposed the UV light, those skin of the little mice didn't show any wrinkles, because you know what? They hurry up and put the lactic acid on it. Okay. I looked at the internet, some health food store. They actually, there are people make this lactic acid synthetically. Once they know the molecule, they can make the copy in the laboratory. So they sell that. But no. We go natural. When we take this rain, you can imagine when this so red goes into our stomach and to the intestine, you can imagine that this lactic acid is being generated, produced in our body internally, and it will go and service our skins or collagen. That's what they focus. It's the collagen, okay? And so that's what happened. They test the mice after UV light shine on it for a long time, no breakdown on collagen. That means after they applied the lactic acid. So actually it's just, you know, make it better. That's it. So this is, they mainly so far done studies on animals. And yes, they can continue. I'm pretty sure they will continue doing in humans. Okay. Now I mean, they have all kinds of, like I say, you read it down below, it say they add these things in the diet, eat the rats with the lactic acid. Actually, it reduces the pancreatic inflammation. And it's very interesting. And, I was reading, that's why it mentioned pancreatic. Actually, it's very good for people with diabetes, because somehow it just improves the insulin resistance, okay? So your body able to absorb or balance the sugar better. So it's amazing, and that's why the Hong Kong lady we asked her to give a testimony. She and her husband both are diabetic, and doctor have warned them to lose weight so that the blood sugar will not be so high. And so it came to the point that she's been on the SOL for 2 years already, and she's walking without a stick now. She had a low minus stroke 2 years ago. So this time when the Rinso came in, 2 months ago, she did it by herself. She decided to start buying it and start doing some kind of like weight management by herself. And then last month, when we want to promote this, we want to really see how this Rinso works, because it is it's the best for weight management, cardio, improve circulation, energy. So she took 2 packets of Rinso Red. She kind of stopped the SOL. She took 2 SOL Red 3 times a day, total 6 packets. And I don't know, 1 or 2 core, okay? 1 month. I think she lost quite a bit. I forgot how many pounds she lost, but I think it was probably in the 20 or the 30s. And then her blood sugar dropped. When she visited the doctor's office 1 month after that, after she started, the doctor was very happy. Oh, you lost weight. Oh, your sugar improved. So the doctor was able to reduce her medicine. So what's good news just for 30 days, okay? So she's still working on it. So in really, and that really, you know, confirmed by Broomstick Lab, okay? Because after they came formulated and they make this product, and then they send to the lab. And the lab came back out, say inhibit 80% inflammation. Now on the left, one of the US partner, the way she described it, the red is that she loved it, she used it, and she said, I call it like a car going to a muscle car, okay? And she said, tastes good, got more energy, body feels great, sleep is deep. So I guess it's drink one right after my workout, no soreness, no muscle soreness. So speed up the recovery time. And so that was, you know, the comment she made. And anti-aging. Okay, so red. The secret protein compound SIRT1, okay, In the regular So, it was 62%. But in So Red, okay, stimulate anti-aging to 80%, making your cell function more youthfully actively than ever before. This is 79 something, and I just rounded up to, yeah, I just rounded up to 80% anti-aging. So it's, like I say, it is tested on collagen is good. So I guess Hong Kong, everyone. So I start taking it 2 packets a day. I'm not that extreme on doing that thing. So I just take it 2, so I make sure my collagen stays up. You know, collagen is the matrix of all the cells. So your collagen, keep it fine. You know, your collagen, the matrix is fine. And then when the protein fill in the collagen matrix, when it's packed, no wrinkle. That's what it's supposed to be, okay? So I think this is neat. So this is the So Red, and which is this one? So this is the anti-inflammation one. Okay, where to get the original thing? I think I took picture when I was attending meeting. Now this one, this was given to me, and when they did the live blood test for So Red. Now this person on the upper left, you see how, I mean, this is the, I mean, we've seen enough picture, they done live tests on this. This is the most sticky blood person that I've seen, you know, hardly any open space, okay? And 2 ring sole, and you can see amazing, at least you can see, quite a bit of space in between, and the red cells individually. So it is a so-called more powerful product. So if you looking for, to me, I think if someone seriously want to improve their cardio, the blood circulation, okay, and or that person is severe diabetic, I think this is a good try. It might speak up. You know how I think about, I said, instead I tell people take 6 packets, not just say 3 packets. You know what I'm saying? And it might work already. So people won't think we overkill, you know, oversell. So this is something, I guess, like I say, we're all new to this. So, but I seems to be, you know, we had a friend, she was complaining to me last week that she didn't go toilet for 3 days. And she has digestion problem. That I know. And of course, I don't know how faithful she's been taking Ring So. So she bought the five So, the promotion, the 5 So Red and get 1 free this week. I mean, this week, and she took that just 2 days, I think. 3 packets. And she said, gee, it's just kind of like the going to the toilet is a lot easier. Yeah, so it could be, okay, because you're working with a different product. So we just have to kind of like, I think anytime you have a person real inflamed, like severe pain, arthritis, it would be a good idea to tell them to take the So Red, and then in the pack of Coke. It might, the speed of recovery might be faster. But somehow I must tell you, I love the Ring So. So I would say, I think I continue ask people drink 1 So and 1 Red. That's what it is. Okay, so that's it for the slides I have. Next week, I'll promise I go find my slides and put the new slides on it. Now, I can tell you some, so this is about So Red. Okay, like I say, it's good for everyone. Good for everyone. People work out at gym, and you tend to overwork one gym. Come on, take a pack of So right away. And I know, one time I was, that was a couple months ago, when I kind of have 1 or 2 boxes of red only. I had a little funny feeling in the head right here. It's a nagging, like I feel like the blood is running kind of like sluggish up there. And it just nag and I remember I took salt. I did. I took salt. But even after lunch, I feel funny. So I went back home and I took the red. And you know what I took red? When we thunder in Hong Kong. Yeah, you hear that lightning and thunder. That's why when I went to the post office, I got all wet. But anyway, so but when I took the red after around I got home, I remember like about 2 p.m. Then from that on all night, my I didn't feel anything. It's just normal. Okay. So red I think is for us to explore. Okay, but definitely people with diabetes, with pain, and maybe with people severe high blood pressure, that might be good too. Something you need something to like go in do a little faster thing. You can. Okay. Now I remember Julia, remember Dean from Canada.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
had 15 years of
Pandemic.
our sprain, and he has very bad
Constantly
headache.
pain. Mm.
Yeah, the first product he took was the Soul Red,
Yes.
one packet, and he's there after that one packet. Oh, the next day he recalled 50% his own memory came back 50%, and that was a shocking. I said, "What? One packet? Yeah, one so red." So something like that. I guess it's good for us to know. Okay, so now you know that you're gonna make your skin prettier. Okay, because the collagen really powerful in this red raspberry seed, and then the red raspberry seed is very high. Is one of the highest fruit berry seed that
Yeah.
that 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 the name is long. Okay,
Susie, I
and
don't know why your voice getting very soft. Is it my
no,
set or because of the
no,
lightning?
I didn't. Oh, you cannot hear?
Ah, okay, now better.
Okay, let me just make sure the speaker is here. You know why? I know why? I'm standing up to do my Zoom talk
Oh,
because I'm sitting there and it's no good to sit down too long. So that's why I forgot to lift up the. Just wait.
no, I thought because of the lightning. I'm going to show you one picture, Susie.
Oh, okay.
Some of you saw my picture. My soul red, my red testimony.